welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build video, and today I am creating this lavender field villa. Now in Tartosa, I've used it quite a bit. You can actually go back and view my videos. I've used Tartosa quite a bit, but I've been wanting to make this villa type of thing. I don't think I've even made a villa before. Actually, no, I have. I've made a Mediterranean Spanish-like villa. This was before I used to do commentary, but if you want to go and look it up on my channel, it's there. I have created it. Which you also might notice a good majority of me doing the shell might be disappearing because yet again, with the glitchiness of my recorder, because I use, okay, let's talk about it, because I feel like I talk about it quite a bit, but I don't talk about it all together. So I think it's like, yeah, time for me to discuss it. All weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I have been tirelessly going through my OBS, trying to understand how to get it to work and function the way I need it to. Because at the moment in time, ever since I first started this thing, I've always used the Xbox game bar thing. And if you don't know what that is, if you have a Microsoft-based computer or laptop or whatever, you have, if you have, I think it's Windows 11 and above, you have an in like software screen recorder. And this thing is normally like, I think it used to be like a webcam. It used to be connected to a webcam thing. But this time around, it's now like a thing of its own, because since Microsoft and Xbox work like side by side, because I think they're part of the same kind of business, it's like a thing of its own. So I have the game bar thingy, and the game bar thingy allows me to just, what is it? What's the Windows button, Alt and R, for me to record in a game, and it gives me a timestamp and everything like that, and it just feels, I really love it. The one issue of it though is that for some reason with The Sims, it just doesn't like to work the way that it should be working. And I'll say one of the main issues with it is that, like I've said before, it glitches a lot. Sometimes it glitches and it's always different. Like I used to think, okay, maybe it's when I'm at the front of the lot, because it doesn't glitch all the time. Like, for example, I think you've noticed in my cinematic intros and my tours of my houses, it doesn't glitch, and I'm using the exact same software. But if I am building, and I could be building and be in the exact same place, like, for example, it could be glitching whilst I'm in the garden and then whilst I'm building, but then when I actually do like a tour of the garden or do the cinematic intro of the garden, it's no longer glitching. It just picks and chooses when it chooses to glitch. And that's one of the annoying aspects of it. So so the problem is it's unpredictable, because you might assume that, oh, is it glitching when you play the, no, the game is actually completely fine. I just don't understand why it's glitching when I'm then looking at the recordings, and it's always so disheartening. I think the most disheartening moment of it has been when I was building the desert village, and then when it came to me editing it, I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god, why is most of it glitchy? And it actually I felt like I was close to tears at that point, because I was like, this is such an integral build to my channel. Like, I feel like every single person's channel has lore, and this is such an integral part of my channel's lore. Like, this is such a cool build. I feel like if I was to say the statement builds of my channel, I'll say it's the medieval village, I'll say it's the castle build, I'll say it's for that apartment build that everyone liked for whatever reason, and I'll say the desert village and the cyber city. I'll say those are like the most integral builds on my channel. Like, those are the ones that probably most of the time that if you were like to type in on YouTube, hey, I want a Sims 4 build by EmeraldStories, that's probably what's going to pop up. Because I feel like those are like, a lot of effort, except for those city apartment one that you guys liked a lot. That was not that much effort, but it was apparently something you guys liked. And all of those things are just like effort, and there are also something that but the thing is, what I will say about the city apartment one is that is like, for example, similar to the whimsical house one or the British semi-detached, where it's very, I just had like a thought and I decided to build it. I didn't really do that much research into it. I just decided, I want to build this house. It came up in my head, in my dreams beforehand. And I was just like, you know what I want to do? I choose today is the day I want to build this thing that's been in my head for a long time. And that's what I did with that. That's what I kind of did with this villa as well. But I'll go into that in a second. And when I went onto that desert village and I went to edit it and I found out that it was extremely glitchy, I think I wanted to cry that moment because I was like, this is such an important build. I really didn't want it to be glitching out. So with that, and after thinking of that, and I think after I edited, what video did I upload? I think, yes, it was the school that I uploaded on Friday. With that video, and it glitched out in the beginning, I was like, okay, I really need to sit down, look at OBS, look at different types of videos on YouTube, see how I can possibly make my OBS function the way I needed to. And I looked at so many videos, and they kept saying stuff like lower the bit rate or increase the bit rate. They were like, increase the FPS and lower the FPS. They'll like change how it's the encoder, how it comes out, change it from MP4 to MKV or something like that, and do all these other things. They said change how much of your CPU it uses, do all of that. And I spent hours, and I mean hours, just changing everything out, going onto the game, recording 5 minutes, doing the cinematic intros, doing the speed builds, and just seeing what functions and what doesn't function. And every single time it was just, there was points where I was like, oh, I'm getting closer. So I'll change something just a little bit, and I'm suddenly far away from how I wanted to operate. Because my issue with OBS, not only is the actual recording itself extremely laggy, but I've also got the issue that whilst I'm playing the game, it's extremely laggy. Like before I was building this, actually it was like, yeah, I think it was before I was building this. Was it? I think, no. It was before I was, Friday's build is going to be so amazing. This house, I'm looking at it. This house looks so cute, even without all the crap around it, because, oh wait, that was not the best of words to you. Anyway, you know what? I'm already into the video, but it's so pretty without all that kind of stuff around it, because I do love what I added and all the agricultural stuff, but I do think I may have gone a little overboard with the front. But you know what? That's okay, because the beauty about the gallery is like you can download it and delete stuff you don't want on the build, and that also includes the massive amounts of work. Because I think even when it was just trees, like you see these trees, this would have been cute. I think if I just did these trees and then I did those grass thingies where it looks like a lawn has been there and it's been like launched into those stripe thingies, I think it would have looked cute as well. I actually should have done that, because I'm looking at it and I feel like it takes away from a bit of the build. Yeah, and you know what? It'll never be an EmeraldStories video without me tragically regretting the way I've done the agriculture / landscaping of a build I've done, or hated the way that I've chose to paint the build, because that is also, I think, I normally do when it comes to these builds. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I was just trying my best with OBS, and I was trying to see how it would go, and it just wasn't functioning. So again, I've watched so many videos, because the thing is, it's so specific to The Sims. Because when I tell OBS, record my windows, it records like my desktop, my windows perfectly fine. Everything is operating perfectly fine. As soon as I start up the game, everything just starts to lag extremely, and I don't understand what's going on with it. And it's just, I don't know what to do. So my question to you, my beautiful, amazing, lovely viewers, if any of you use OBS, if any of you create any Sims content, bear in mind the advice that you give me. I don't have a gaming laptop or a gaming PC. I don't have anything that's centered around gaming. This is a typical laptop that I've used for my university years, that I continue to use now. So the operating system is far less. I don't have NVIDIA, so I don't have a good I don't have, like, I think we all have graphic cards in PCs and laptops, but I don't have a gaming one. Like, every single thing that you see within my game is either a G shade or it is a filter I've put on top of my video when it's come to editing. And I only ever put a filter on top of my video when it comes to cinematic intros and the tours. But when I'm actually building itself, I don't put a filter on. I don't think I've put a filter, because I used to before. I had a G shade, but I think once I got the G shade, I stopped putting the filter on because it felt like it was a little bit too much. Like I was adding, like there was already, because, so a lot of you, I see your comments. A lot of you have been asking, hey girly, what's your reshade? What's your preset? What reshade do you use? So I use my own reshade. I'm going to see if I remember. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, the way I'm sitting right now is that I have been, like, this is not a comfortable way to sit. Hold on, let me just give me a second. And I'm back. Okay, I was sitting at a very, very uncomfortable angle that, like, my left hip was, like, sitting up on my bed. So I had to just quickly stop what was going on so I could fix that. But the way I was sitting, because my mattress is very big. Like, it's very big. But the way I was sitting on my mattress, it allowed me to sit perfectly on my laptop, my microphone, sorry, because I am now using microphones. I switch it up sometimes. I use the microphone stand, hopefully, because do you know what I've also noticed? And I'm not oblivious to this. I'll go back to the reshade thing in a second. I'm not oblivious to this. I have noticed that my audio quality has changed up a little bit. So I tried, because originally I used my phone. Well, no, I used my microphone all the time. And then I used my phone. And then I was like, oh wait, where does it sound like that? Where does it sound like crispy? So I was like, not crispy. It sounds extremely, I don't know, errant. Like I'm kind of like, it's going to be weird, because if it does it to this audio, it's going to make no sense. But it's kind of sounds like this, like it's like that. It's like it's got a weird graininess to it. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to go back to my microphone. So I went back to my microphone for the school build. That, and when I talk on my microphone, it feels like I'm talking in a podcast, because I can move my hands around, because when I talk, I move my hands, but when I'm talking with my phone, I can't really move my hands, because then I will ruin the audio. So I was like, okay, let me just do it this way. And it is slightly less comfortable, but it's more comfortable as well. Like, it's comfortable in the way that I can freely talk, so it doesn't feel as forced as it normally does. And yeah, but the problem is that I don't know if it's going to have changed the audio quality, because I think it's actually my editing software, because my editing software is CapCut, because I am very proficient in DaVinci Resolve, and I'm very proficient when it comes to Premiere Pro. But the problem is, because my laptop is just not built for the things I want to do, it doesn't load half the time. When I load the Premiere Pro, it's just like the laggiest thing. I think I discussed it way back. But when I originally thought of doing speed builds, I actually wanted to start way back in early August. But when I created that boathouse, I did it, and for whatever reason, Premiere Pro just wasn't speeding up the video, because I did the entire recording of it, but it wasn't speeding up the video until I learned that CapCut has a desktop version. And I was like, okay, let me just load that up, see how it runs. And it runs so much more beautifully, because it's not as compact and as extravagant as Premiere Pro is. Premiere Pro is crazy. Premiere Pro is actually crazy. And I think what didn't help is that I also had, what didn't help is that Premiere Pro is also the software I use to edit some of my films, and some of my films just take so much out of it, because one clip, like a 10-second clip, would be like 10 gigabytes. Like, it's crazy to think that I cry about how many gigabytes my videos is. Like, for example, this video itself, all the footage is around about, combined, is either 10 or 12 gigabytes. So the entire footage combined is 10 or 12 gigabytes. On average, the gigabytes for my videos are 6 gigabytes of footage if it's like a 20-minute video, including the tour, or if it's longer side, like 33 minutes. Like, I say my average in is between 24 and 33 minutes. That's how long my videos normally are. And that's between 6 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes. And that's how long my video. So this is a little bit longer than I am used to, but it's not crazy long. It's not that high school long one, because that one was long. And there was also another one I did before that was long. That was so long, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to talk through this entire thing, so let me just cut things out. Oh my god, is it hot? You're gonna think, hold on, wait, how's this topic changed? I I am sweating because it is so hot in the UK at the moment. And I don't know if it's the entirety of the UK of where it is or just where my room is placed, because my room is at the back of the house and my room faces... Never eat shredded wheat. The sunrise is from the east, right? Okay, so my room faces like east, north. So the sun sets like... Wait, no, my room, the sun rises in the east, so my room is like facing the east south-ish. Yeah, east south-ish. So the sun is directly facing my room for most of the day. And it is currently 10 to 2 in the afternoon. And I am sweating like a pig in my room. Like, wait, do pigs sweat? Like, that's the same, but do pigs actually sweat? Or like someone's lying? Because this reminds me of the whole, like, the carrot debacle. Like, carrots do have a lot of vitamins and they can aid your body, but they're not actually like centered around eyesight. Like, I swear that was like propaganda from World War II. Someone said that. So like, is that like the thing about pigs? Because I can't imagine pigs sweating. I can imagine pigs getting hot and rolling around in mud. I swear like that's the entire thing. Or am I thinking about hippos? I could be thinking about hippo. I need to watch a nature documentary. It's been a long time. Do you know what I also want to watch? I want to watch The Idea of You, because I haven't watched a romance film in such a long time, but there is something about The Idea of You that seems so enticing, and it could be the fact that it's got Anne Hathaway in it, and it could also be the fact that it's got Nicholas in it, because Nicholas is rising, and he is just, he's getting a really good, what's the word? What's the word? I'm going to say catalog. That's not the official word, but he's going to, today's the day at the Met. Sorry. I should have done a Met Gala. I've been thinking about doing a museum for a long time. Someone asked me before to make a museum. Don't worry, darling. I did hear you. I'm going to be doing a museum. It's just the type of museum I don't know yet. I think I'm going to settle and be true to myself, and it's going to be one of two. It's either, and you're probably going like, these are the only two kind of museums. Can you wait, just wait, listen. So there's two options. I want to do, this is not going to come out this week because I've actually done all the videos for this week. Well, not really, because I need to finish the one for Friday, which I don't regret the one I've done for Friday. Let me just tell you what it is. For Friday's upload, because I told you guys that I'm going to start doing it. So Friday has the big upload, and then Monday and Tuesday have like somewhat like, not big, but not small. Like, I can't really do small uploads, but I'm going to have on Monday and Wednesday having like somewhat like calm uploads. So like, obviously today I'm doing this villa, and if villas are I didn't even realize, like, if I didn't have the upload I have coming out on Friday, this villa would have been a Friday upload, but it's already done, and I'm trying not to keep things in the backlog anymore. I'm just trying to, like, as soon as I finish them, just upload them on that coming week, unless like they're a big upload, just always save them for Friday. So Friday's upload is going to be a hotel, just because I've been hearing a lot of buzzes about hotels coming out, and I feel like a hotel is just the cousin of doing apartment/multi-household things, because if you know me, if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I absolutely adore doing multi-household lots. Like, I'm so obsessed with them, which is weird because it's been a second since I did one. What did I do last week? Last week I did a high school, I did a mid-century house, and I did a multifunctional lot. So I actually didn't do any of it, multi-households last week, which it's been a second. And with this hotel, you can always just change it into an apartment complex with just a lot of amenities in it. It could work out just fine, but I promise you, when you see it, you're going to be like, that straight up looks like a hotel. That is a hotel if I've ever seen a hotel, because I am proud of myself. But the problem is, the one thing I'm going to say I'm going to regret about this is that I didn't make it CC, because I just wanted to use CC. I haven't used CC for a long time, and I don't hate using CC for the things you probably think. I just hate trying to find all the CC. I've actually got a good way of finding it. It's called like, is it called a Sims 4 Tray Importer? It's this application that you can download, and basically when you save when you upload a build either to the gallery, you save it to your trades, it shows up, and then you are able to extract not only the blueprints not the blueprints, but the trade files. So you can get them in an easily concise place. So you don't actually have to go on an adventure and find your trade files, but you can also find out exactly what CC you've used from what modder, and it also allows you to right click and quickly Google searches. So it's a very efficient system, but sometimes when you pull it up and it says you have used 200 items, it's just like, right, okay, 200 items have I used? So that's why I also try and keep things within like the same pack. So the one for the hotel that I am building, I have kept everything almost strictly Felix Andre. So a lot of things are from the Chateau pack, the Berlin pack, the London pack. That's all I can think of now, because I think that's all I've used at the moment. Wait, I've also used Max 20's car pack, because I think until we get more cars in the game, I will consistently, anytime I'm using CC, use that car pack for the sake of the cars. They're just so pretty and so good. And I haven't done the interior yet, but I've done the exterior, and might I say the exterior is beautiful. It's also in Tartosa, but the exterior is beautiful. And I'm yet to do the interior, but I've already done the floor plans, I've already wallpapered and like done the floorings and everything like that. It's just now I need to actually like decorate it. And you guys know how I feel about interior design. Like, I'm excited to do the rooms and I'm excited to do the reception, but to do the bar, the lounge area, the swimming area, the spa and all of that kind of stuff it's a bit daunting, but I'll do it. I'll do it anyways. And I need to start doing the builds for next week anyways. There is so much I want to do. I started actually. Now I'm going to say it because I actually need to start talking about this build in a second. I started actually building an office space because someone commented about an office, and you're probably thinking, I thought you said you had an office. What do you build? I did, but it had CC in it, and ever since, I think the biggest turning point within my channel was probably, again, that city apartment. When I did that city apartment, I got so much new subscribers and new followers and everything like that. And then I started seeing that there is like a need, a want for more non-CC things. Like, a lot of people do love CC and stuff like that, but like the way that non-CC can be just so versatile, especially when you're making quite versatile builds. Like, for example, the hotel I'm making, yes, there is, hold on, before I continue, you see the screen right now? I don't know if it's timed correctly. I am using this rounded wall. I also use a rounded wall when it comes to the hotel. I hate them. Do I hate them? They are a horrid thing to use. They look so pretty, but they just don't function correctly. Anytime I would place something the way I wanted it to be placed, for example, the piano, and then upstairs there's also the bed, that thing would take almost all the energy out of me to try and place, and it wouldn't even slot correctly. And then because of that, you're going to see in the house tour, and it honestly just makes me, like, I'm not annoyed because it's not that serious, but it just irks me a little bit that I can't properly decorate the walls, because anytime I even try and shift anything close to that area, it's like, no, I don't want to stick there. I don't want to be there. So the walls just look decorated, and then there's just the barrenness of the rounded wall area, which almost makes it slightly ominous. Like, you look at it and it's like, there's just a piano and there's nothing else. It's almost liminal. Like, it feels very, very odd. But yeah, there is, the wall. Anyway, I'll go back to talking about the office and non-CC and everything like that. But yeah, the office used to have a lot of CC in it, and I was like, okay, why don't I make this office with non-CC, no CC first, and then I'll make another one with CC if I ever choose to. But with the hotel, it's been such a long time since I've created with CC. Also, I just wanted to make something using a lot of Felix Andre stuff, because it's one of my favorite types of stuff to use. And if you guys have noticed, there's a little bit of a change. See, I'm back to another rounded wall, right? Okay. And do you see how I am just literally, I think I've gone past it now, but I was fighting, trying to get that coffee table because whatever reason, the rounded wall wasn't working. But I digress. When I've been trying to use a lot of Felix Andre stuff, because when I do stuff with CC, I actually recently, I think the last thing I used CC with was an apartment, which I don't like doing. I don't like doing apartments. I like making the buildings and then decorating the apartments I've made, but using pre-existing ones, I do that purely for fan service. They're not one of my favorites. If it wasn't for the fact that apartments have one of the prettiest like views from the windows, I would never touch them because they are so tiresome. Not only just to film, but to just, I can't. I think I don't like those kind of limitations. But anyway, I was saying, there was a lot of CC in the office build, so I just decided to start making one with no CC. And the way that it started to, you know what, I'll say this, the office at the moment, the exterior, well, beautiful. The interior flooring, well, beautiful. But I have started to do the interior design for it, and I'm just looking at it like this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And I know I had a really sweet comment. I don't know which video it was. I think it was my multifunction one. I had a very lovely comment from someone saying, I don't think you could make something ugly even if you tried, which was so sweet. Like, that was so sweet. I promise you I can. I really can. I promise you can. I have some completely obscene looking builds in my catalog where I've been like, why on earth did I think you look good? Why on earth? Like, and I'm just kind of happy with myself that I never got to the point of posting them, because you know what I would say? I would like to say that almost every single thing that I have not been like running and jumping at the arms in posting has been something that I've later been like, oh, thank God I didn't post that, which is really weird because I normally say, oh, I hate keeping things in my backlog, but I think it's sometimes good to keep things in your backlog, because I sometimes think back to the many houses I've built and I'm like, I am so happy I never followed through and completed you or followed through and posted you, because you're just so ugly looking. Like, it's just so, you're so just mismatched, disorganized, just a bane of my existence of a creation. Like, I do not like when it is, sometimes I think, so when it comes to my builds, I can really hate them. I can really love them, but I can also really hate them. But, yeah, I can make some pretty ugly looking builds. And the interior design, okay, I'm being a bit hyperbolic. The interior design of the office is not the worst thing you've ever seen, but it's not something that I would say I'm proud of, because one thing I would say is that with my build, if I'm a bit like on the fence, then I'm definitely not gonna like it afterwards. Like, if I can't envision myself being physically excited to do the cinematic intro for it, then it's not even something that's worth my time. Because the cinematic intro, as much as I love doing it, I need to feel really like there's a story here to tell, hence doing the cinematic intro. So if I don't feel like there's a story there to tell, I'm not gonna do it. And right now with the interior design of that place, the cafe, I think could be something. You know, the top floor of the office building where you go into the CEO's office is so marvelous. I don't even know how my brain thought of that. It was just like, just did it. It is so nice, but I can't think of possibly doing the rest of like doing the cinematic intro of that office. I need to just completely like strip it out and redo the furnishings. But hotel though, the hotel this Friday, you guys need to look out for it. It's going to be so cute. And I'm not going to do what I did last Friday. I know what I did last Friday. Last Friday, I was like, I'm going to upload on Friday. And normally when I say I'm going to upload something, as you guys know, I don't end up uploading it on the day. So I forced myself on that day to upload on that particular day. So do you know what time that uploaded? It uploaded at 23:59. And I felt like commenting, see, it's still on a Friday. Maybe 1 minute until Saturday, but it was still on a Friday. It wasn't on a Friday. It was basically Saturday, if I'm going to be honest with myself. But I did it because I'm trying also to like upload between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. British Standard Time. I know that a lot of YouTubers have like strict times, like it will be always 6:30, always be 4 p.m. Like, for example, I know Fake Gamer Girl always uploads at 4 p.m. British Standard Time, so I always look out for that. And I know other YouTubers normally do 7 p.m. So I'm aware of like having strict times, but the problem is with me is finding the time to have peace and quiet, upload and everything like that. But coming these summer months, because again, I would like to say I am sweating. Oh, this room is one of my favorites. I like it. It's got this. Do you know what I was thinking? When I was creating this build, obviously I was thinking of lavender fields, which there is a lot in a lot of different places, but I was looking at lavender fields specifically Guys, I have lost my point. The point I was saying before I got this point, I don't know what it is anymore. So let's you and me, let's both pretend I was never discussing that, because it's left my mind. It's left my mind. But this room is so cute because when I was building this villa, I was looking at different types of images of lavender fields, because this is again one of my many houses I would love to live in at one point in my life. I love villas. I love villas that have a stone-based kind of theme to it. Like the interior, I would have done it all in stone, and it was at one point, but I changed it because I was like, no, because that's like realming closer to like an Italian vineyard or something like that, and that's not what I want. Or even like a South France vineyard. That's not what I want. I wanted to make it a lavender field. So I wanted to imagine it as these people just love their lavender flowers, and it's not like it's not that aesthetic. It wasn't the aesthetic of stone walls on the inside, but it was the aesthetic of stone walls on the exterior. Like I imagine it as almost it was a manor or a chateau or like mini castle that ended up like eroding, and then it became this type of building. And I love it so much because I can imagine this face smell. Do you know what also looks great about this build? Is that when you are inside, especially where I've placed this build, the way the light shines on these lavenders throughout the entirety of the day, would you have this onslaught of a purple essence throughout your entire gameplay, you'll just be like hit with purple glowing outside, and it's not artificialized, it's the flowers, and it's so cute. And the way I've made it is just made it really open, and then you've got access to the waterfall from the way I placed it and everything like that. It is such a cute build, and I'm obsessed with it. Like I'm really obsessed with it. And if you guys have like remembered some of the Sims within this build, you might know them. One of them is the Sim that originally was living in the Italian townhouse, like the original build before I made the fully furnished version. She lives here. And then the guy, I don't think that you've guys seen the guy that much, but the guy is the brother of this law that you're probably unaware of. Because this is part of my celebrity save file. I haven't said that, but this is part of my celebrity save file. But the brother is the brother. The husband, the guy, is the brother of this. Like, she's the stylist of my main celebrity. You don't know it. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. Don't go looking for it, because you'll go through an onslaught of bad videos if you do that. Don't do that to yourself. But yeah, this is part of my celebrity save file, and this is the house she has now developed into an amazing Latin American singer. And you're probably thinking, but she living in the Italian townhouse. Yeah, but she's still from Latin America. And what's it called? She's developed into an amazing Latin America singer. And the guy has developed into an amazing investor of different types of male beauty brands. So he does colognes, he does skincare, he does stuff like that. He really cares for his skin and stuff. And they've got a beautiful son and an amazing daughter. And yeah, the son came out so pretty. Also, I haven't seen you guys say, hey, what's your, can we download your Sims? Honestly, they use CC, but if you guys want to download them regardless of the CC, I'll upload them if you want. But yeah, just the video as it ends, you guys were asking for Marisha. So Marisha, I have hopefully put it in the description of this video. It is my own version of Marisha, so I won't put it as a preset. Okay. You know what? You might get that reshade on Wednesday, because I can't think right now. I can't think what's going on with it. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I know I haven't discussed too much about this video. I know I keep forgetting to discuss about the video. It's literally my bad. But I will be discussing hopefully a lot about the hotel video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But if you don't too, that's also okay. I appreciate you staying this long and listening to all of my ramblings. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. I read all of your comments, the more the merrier. Now I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.